Hi, my name is Tanner Haid. I'm the urban forest specialist for One Tree Planted. I'm here with my helper, Bill, and we're gonna teach you how to plant a balled and burlap tree. The first step that we're gonna do is select our site. So we found a nice open area. We called to check for underground utilities. We have our hole dug. It's nice and wide. All right, let's get this tree in. Make sure when we plant it that it's not too deep. So once we get the tree in the hole, we have to make sure to now take off the wire cage and the burlap bag that's around that root ball, being careful also not to mess up the root ball at all and protect those young roots. Now that we have the tree in the hole, what we're gonna do is dig down a little bit into that root ball and find what's called the root flare, the root collar, where the trunk starts flaring out and becoming roots. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our shovel, we're gonna lay the shovel across the hole, and we're gonna measure to make sure that that root collar, that root flare that we found is right at or a little bit above ground level. And I think it looks good. Now we're gonna start filling in the hole, and as we're doing so, we're gonna keep an eye out for any large rocks and just set those aside on a tarp or something that's easy to carry out when we're done. All right, it looks like our tree is leaning a little bit towards me, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Bill pull it towards him and then just backfill a little bit on the backside. And once we pat that down, much better. In a lot of urban environments, you'll have really dense, rocky soil, and it's kind of like what we have here at this site. So we're gonna add some compost here into this tree, just one bag, not too much. It's gonna add a little bit of nutrients back into the soil and help improve the soil texture, which will be good for the tree in the long term. All right, once you have your soil about where you want it, what you're gonna do is with your hand or lightly with your boot, you're gonna just go around and lightly tamp down that soil. It'll help stabilize the tree in its hole. And now we'll fill it in the rest of the way. So these flowering dogwoods, like a lot of trees in urban environments, they're gonna need some mulch around them to help retain moisture during the summer months. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a really wide, about 3 foot wide, and only a few inches deep, a big circle of mulch, being careful not to pile up mulch against the trunk of the tree. All right, our last step, we're gonna give this tree a nice deep soaking of water, and that's it, you have it. Those are all the steps to follow for planting your own balled and burlap tree in your community.